Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Upswing, How America Came Together a Century Ago and How We Can Do It Again, by Robert D. Putnam. Read by Arthur Morey.
To Rosemary, Love of My Life. Robert D. Putnam. To Sophia, Eve, and Eon Elijah, my brightest hopes for the future. Shaylin Romney Garrett. Chapter 1. What's Past is Prologue. What's past is prologue, what to come, in yours and my discharge. William Shakespeare, The Tempest. In the early 1830s, a French aristocrat named Alexis de Tocqueville traveled to America at the behest of his government, with a mission to better understand the American prison system. At the time, the United States was a fledgling democracy, barely half a century old, and many nations looked to it as a bold experiment. It was an open question as to whether securing liberty and equality by means of a constitution and a participatory government would or could succeed. Tocqueville traveled widely in the newly formed nation, taking detailed notes filled with observations and insights that only an outsider's perspective could yield. He reflected on almost every aspect of American public life, speaking to countless citizens, observing daily interactions, and examining the various communities and institutions that made up the new nation. Above all, he noted a fierce commitment to personal liberty among the descendants of rugged pioneers who had fought so hard for it. But he also observed the coming together of people for mutual purposes in both the public and private spheres, and found that a multiplicity of associations formed a kind of check on unbridled individualism. Keenly aware of the dangers of individualism, a term he coined, Tocqueville was inspired by what he saw in America. Its citizens were profoundly protective of their independence, but through associating widely and deeply, they were able to overcome selfish desires, engage in collective problem-solving, and work together to build a vibrant and, by comparison to Europe at that time, surprisingly egalitarian society by pursuing what he called self-interest, rightly understood. Though far from...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?